Kid Gavilan, wearing the trunks, is in the ring with a very good foe tonight. The welterweights, he is fighting a contender for the middleweight title. Cartier at 159 pounds is 10 pounds heavier than the flashy Cuban. And she is the word for Gavilan tonight. For his thousands of fans in Madison Square Garden, he is showing his virtuosity as a puncher, the variety of blows that have made him a favorite of the boxing public. The first 2 rounds have gone to Cartier. Gavilan starts to put on the pressure. It's Gavilan's round at the bell. Last round, and Cartier's on the verge of winning the fight on points. For the past 6 rounds, Gavilan has failed to press the attack. And at this point, the crowd knows the only way their favorite can win is by a knockout. And the Kid knows this, too. Gavilan picking up the pace. Look at him set himself and aim. A blistering overhand right has Cartier groggy, and his head is an open target. A slamming right by Gavilan, and Cartier goes down. And that's it. Ruby Goldstein signals the fight is over. It's a tremendous ring triumph for Gavilan, who came from the edge of certain defeat to a smashing KO victory over Walter Cartier. Willie Pep in the dark trunks and Lulu Perez in white. Pep, 31 years old, and an ex-featherweight champion, is on the comeback trail. This is Willie's 190th fight in his long career, and he's been beaten only 6 times. He's as crafty as they come. A solid right to the head, and Pep is down. Willie up at the count of 8. Perez boring in. Pep covering up, trying to stay in there. Again, those jabs and hooks, and Willie Pep is holding him off, but Lulu is going to send him down again. Watch that right hand. There it is. This time Willie takes a count of 9 from referee Al Burrell. Willie's on his feet, but not for long. Perez is after him like a buzzsaw. There he goes, and this time the camera brings you the knockdown in slow motion. That's all for Willie Pep. Under New York State Boxing Commission rules, 3 knockdowns in a single round means it's over. The former featherweight champion's comeback is shattered. Ended in 1 minute, 53 seconds of the dramatic second round. In the opposite corner, the winner, the jubilant Lulu Perez. That's Tony DeMarco in the black trunks and Carmen Basilio in the white. Tony is making his first go. Carmen, a real rugged rock'em sock'em type fighter, has not been defeated in his last 11 fights. This is the 10th round, and it's been a seesaw battle all the way. Neither fighter has given an inch, and both of them have thrown everything they've got at each other. That right hand hurt DeMarco, and he's in trouble. The champion goes down. Referee Harry Kessler shouts the count into his ears. He's up, but staggering. clean shots by Basilio, and DeMarco is down again, falling heavily on the apron of the ring. Seldom will you see a fight like this one between Tony DeMarco and Carmen Basilio. At this point, the champion in the black trunks is just managing to hang on. The challenger, Basilio, is ripping him with everything he has, and this time, Tony won't last the round. That's all. The referee stops the fight, and Carmen Basilio becomes the welterweight champion of the world. World champion Bobo Olson wearing black trunks and Sugar Ray Robinson, the challenger, wearing white. It's the second round of this middleweight championship fight in Chicago Stadium. For Olson, this is the third time he's faced Sugar Ray. On both previous occasions, Robinson beat him. A lightning barrage of punches, and Olson hits the deck. Referee Sikora picks up the count. It's all over. For the third time, Robinson is the middleweight champion of the world. Winner by a knockout in the second round, Sugar Ray is once more the king of his division. A record Coast crowd of 20,000 fans jam-packed Wrigley Field in Los Angeles to see the return bout for the middleweight championship of the world between Sugar Ray Robinson and Bobo Olson. It's the fourth round, and at this point, the champion leads Olson on all of the officials' cards. Referee Mushy Callahan breaks the two fighters. Robinson has the outstanding record of 137 wins against only 4 losses, 89 of those wins by KOs. Olson also can put him away, as proven by his 30 knockouts and his 65 victories. Now look out for trouble. A right and a crushing left, and Olson is flat on his back. Bobo rolls over but can't get up. 8, 9, 10. At 2 minutes and 51 seconds of the fourth round, Sugar Ray Robinson wins by a knockout and once again proves that he is one of the greatest champions the boxing game has ever known.
Round 4, the Manasseh Mauler floors the Philly help stay KO champion. 1923, Giant Jess Willard trying a comeback meets Louis Angel Fightful, Wild Bull of Pampas. The two Goliaths go to it in a slugging match that looks like anybody's fight for a exciting... Through the canvas for the count for Jess. Groggy but game to the last. Fightful's the winner. Fresh from his victory, Willard. Fightful challenges the mighty Dempsey, and famed Joe Humphrey announces the fight at the Polo Ground. Dempsey versus Fightful. Dynamite in any ring. And here goes the fireworks. Fightful was scored 7 times in this first hectic round. It looks as if the Manasseh Mauler's fistic TNT is going to turn the Wild Bull of the Pampas into a Ferdinand. But Louis Angel is far beaten yet. He can take it. And how? Anything can happen in this slugging match. And does. Football knocks Dempsey right through the ropes into the lots of astounded ringsiders. Round 2. Dempsey, having tasted the sting of Football's power, comes out raging to end this most serious challenge to his title. The powerful right does the trick. Football is out, and Dempsey is still the champ. '27, Paolino Uskadon, the Bass Woodchopper, and Harry Wheels, the Tiger Man, tangled in a slam-bang battle. Paolino connects, and the colored battler hits the rosin. But Harry's not content to rest on the carriage, so up he comes for more. Paolino connects again, and Harry's number goes up for good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and out. A few months later, Jack Dempsey, who lost his title to Gentleman Gene Tunney the year before, hits the comeback trail in a return bout. This is the memorable fight of 1927 in Chicago that drew a record gain of more than $2 million. And you're at ringside, one of 104,000 frenzied fans, watching an inspired Dempsey boring in, trying to batter down Gene's skilled boxing defense. Dempsey flashes his form of old in the socking 7th and floors Tunney for the first time in Gene's career. Here in slow motion, we show you the famous long count when Lady Luck entered the ring to help Gene. The referee cannot officially count until the fighter on his feet goes to a neutral corner. A bewildered Dempsey is slow to heed the referee's motions as Tunney sits on the floor, dazed. During the long count, which some say took 14 seconds, we can see Tunney's glassy stare clear as his senses return. Gene waits, taking full advantage of the count of 9, before again facing the murderous onslaught of the Manasseh Mauler. And Tunney goes on to win a 10-round decision as Dempsey's legs give out. 1936, a dark comet streaks across the boxing skies. Joe Louis, Detroit Brown Bomber, and Max Smaling, leading contenders of the day, swap punches in a fight you will never... Round 4, the first unexpected thrill. Louis is knocked down. Round 12, the impossible happens. Maxie hangs a KO on the redoubtable Joe. The sporting world is stunned, and Louis is counted out. Is he merely a pugilistic meteor, a flash in a pan, or will his star rise again? Rise again it does. 1938, Joe Louis, who meanwhile become heavyweight king by dethroning Braddock, again meets the man who conquered him. But this time Smaling faces a different Louis, a world champion at his feet, cool, keen, and deadly. His title at stake, his kingdom to protect. He's out to fight the battle of his life. The Brown Bomber is determined to annihilate the Black Ulan in a boxing blitzkrieg. Subtle, Louis lets the moxie have it. The champ starts hitting his opponent with everything but the chin sink. And if you ask Smaling right now, he'll probably tell you the Brown Bomber's walloping him with the sink as well. And still the first round. In just 1 minute and 39 seconds, Joe Louis is flattened his most formidable foe. The Brown Bomber remains the monarch of all he surveys in the squared ring. 1939, the boxing kingdom also has its stout-hearted jesters. Two-ton Tony Galento meets Joe Louis. In the very first round, Louis lands a hot one, and Tony goes down like 2 tons of bricks. Round 3, Galento knocks down the champ. What's this, Tony? Are you the ring's next man of destiny? But no, it's not to be. Round 4, and two-ton Tony takes it on the chin. And just about every place else has Joe Louis close to work on him. The massacre was nothing compared to this. Technical KO. Referee Donovan stopped the fight, although two-ton Tony in a dressing room interview proved he's battered but unbowed.
You think Donovan was right in stopping the fight?
No, I should have knocked him out. That was my manager.
You think you had him when you knocked him down, Tony?
Anybody punching knocked him down.
What are you going to do now, Tony?
I'm going to get in good shape and fight my own fight and listen to nobody.
It's Madison Garden. Buddy Vare versus Jack Doyle in the battle's a thriller from the word go. Doyle, the widely heralded Irish thrush, is here seeking the heavyweight crown for his native land. Fighting Bob Fitzsimmons is the only man from the British Isles ever to garner the world's heavyweight belt, and right now Mr. Doyle looks far from being another fighting Bob. Vare, landing a hard body blow, folds the thrush like an accordion. But Doyle, again, they're sparring in the center of the ring. Jack is a little more cautious. He has a great arm's length and drives in at will. England, cradle of Fistiana, the England of Marquis of Queensberry, whose ethics rule the boxing world today, will have to look to somebody else other than Jack Doyle to bring home the bacon. Buddy Vare throws a stinging right, follows with another, and Doyle kisses the canvas. The referee waves Buddy to a neutral corner, and again, surprising perhaps even himself, Doyle comes back for more. Buddy drives him almost through the ropes, floors him again, this time for the count of 4. Buddy can't give him the knockout drops, but this Doyle is a sadly beaten boy. That's enough, Buddy. 7 knockdowns in 1 round is enough excitement for anybody's money. Born Benjamin Lanier, the little Hebrew boy from the sidewalks of New York, has risen to become Benny Leonard, lightweight champion of the world. His opponent on the right, Philadelphia's Lou Tendler, rated to have the deadliest left-hand punch ever thrown by a lightweight. The scene, Boyle's fabulous 30 acres in Jersey City. Tex Rickard, the promoter. And these are the only pictures of the fight in existence today. Benny Leonard, the greatest lightweight champ the world has ever known. And what a fight those two put on that night. 15 rounds for the championship. The experts say Benny talked himself through this one. Midway in the 8th, Lou landed a left to the mouth that rocked Benny down to his boots. Leonard the man and Leonard the clown asked Tendler if that was the hardest punch he had. We don't know whether that got Lou's goat, but Benny manages to keep away from any more like it. Tying him up, he spars with Tendler, hangs on. Nobody but Benny knows how close he came to losing the title. Masterful exhibition of boxing, the champ settles down, uses his head, Decides he can't outslug Tendler, and perhaps therein lies the story of his success. For when it came to generalship, wizardry, and boxing skill, they never came any better than Leonard. 15 rounds they battled to no decision. And the next year, rematched in Yankee Stadium, Benny Leonard won the verdict before the greatest gate ever to see a lightweight championship. Today, little Benny Leonard still wears his laurels, the retired, undefeated lightweight champion of the world. Wanted a punch. Price, $1 million. That's the ballyhoo that sent Jim Maloney against Jack Sharkey into the ring at the Yankee Stadium on May the 20th, 1927. Jack Sharkey, the Boston Gob, versus Jim Maloney, the Boston Fishmonger. A grudge fight and a feud that bristles with action whenever these two meet, in the ring or out of it. Maloney, the fat boy, a toughie from the docks. The winner slated to meet Jack Dempsey. The last elimination bout staged by Tex Rickard for a crack at the Manasseh Mauler. Dempsey now fighting his way back to stardom in a return bout with Gene Tunney. They come out fighting. Sharkey confident of victory. Maloney equally confident and determined to outslug his hated rival. Sharkey crouching lands 1, 2, 3 terrific blows to the head. And Maloney is down. He's back on his feet, though, in a flash. Sharkey sees him coming, and the battle resumes with all the intensity for which these two are famous. Another haymaker, and Maloney's down again. He tries to get up, but he can't go on. Sharkey's like a kid, pushing his handlers away. He goes to help his fallen foe. Poor Jim Maloney, he never had a chance. From the first round, his eyes were closed, and now he sits a battered hulk. Sharkey, the winner, jubilantly happy. Jack Sharkey never beat Jack Dempsey, but he did go on to win the title from Max Schmeling. The scene, New York's Polo Grounds. Max Schmeling, the Black Ulan, has been dethroned by Sharkey. And tonight he's meeting the famous toy bull, Mickey Walker, the greatest fighter New Jersey ever produced. King of the welter and the middleweight divisions. Mickey is moving up on the heavyweights. A victory over the German will move him a step nearer the throne the Jersey idol long has sought. What chance does he have against the powerful reach of the massive Teuton? Only his courage and an indomitable ability to take punishment. For 8 grueling, bloody rounds, Walker amazed all who saw the spectacle, but now the staggering blows of the German are just too much. Time and time again, Schmeling drives him to the ropes. And doggedly, pluckily, the bulldog in Walker refuses to quit. The only thing the matter with Mickey is he never believed the man lived who he couldn't lick. For Schmeling, Walker is a target, but boy, oh boy, a target that's fighting back. Wraps him at will, and Mickey goes to the canvas with a count of 5. But no man living can stand up before the vicious, deadly punching of the Schmeling who went on to beat Joe Louis. The Jersey idol is out on his feet. Now he's down for the count. Max retreats to a neutral corner as the bulldog wearily, dazedly shakes his head. It's the old story of a good little man trying to beat a good big man, and it just isn't in the cards. Superior weight, power, punch, and skill tip the scales too far. And Mickey Walker goes down into ring history as the guy who tried and lost. Groggy but game to the end, he's one of the greatest scrappers of all time, and that fight, fans, rings down the curtain on another fistic thriller of the past. So long, this is Bill Stern waiting for you at the ringside.
In a display of courage, Marine. Carpentier is fighting desperately for a second chance to meet Jack Dempsey. And Tunney wants to. 40,000 in the stands are amazed at the Frenchman's ability to take punishment, such as Gene relentlessly inflicts. near the end of the round. Carpentier is down. His handlers scream that he was fouled, but it's a knockout for the Marine and a chance for a championship fight with Dempsey. Harry Wills, known as the Black Menace, faces a formidable foe in Paulino Uzcadan, the Basque woodchopper. Wills has met the best and has always given the crowd their money's worth, but this is a fateful night. Suddenly, the Basque throws a right that catches Wills flush on the jaw, and down he goes for the count of 8. Uzcadan is all set for the kill. He pounds rights and lefts to Harry's head, and it's all over as referee Louis Magnolia counts off the fatal 10. Fans pay more than $1 million to see Jack Dempsey, the Manassas Mauler, meet his old foe, Jack Sharkey. To many, Jack doesn't look like the Dempsey of old, as Sharkey meets him toe-to-toe and blow for blow. Many claim Sharkey is even better than an even chance as the fight progresses. Two smashing blows to Sharkey's midsection, and Jack goes down. Many spectators and sports writers claim the blows were below the belt, but referee Jack O'Sullivan calls Sharkey out by a knockout. Crowd of 60,000 in Comiskey Park to see world's heavyweight champion Jim Braddock meet the much-touted Joe Louis from Detroit in defense of his title.
flurry of blows, Lewis hits the canvas for the count of 1, but springs to his feet seemingly unhurt. Now comes the punch that made fistic history. The brown bomber crashes a right to Braddock's jaw, which sends him sprawling on the canvas, face down and helpless, as referee Tommy Thomas counts him out. And so starts the remarkable career of heavyweight champion Joe Lewis.
Taking you back to May 31st, 1938. Madison Square Garden Bowl, Long Island City, New York. Here we go into round 4. The scheduled 15-round title bout between welterweight champion Barney Ross and Henry Armstrong, Hurricane Hank. Ross with a white stripe on his trunks. Ross is 2 inches taller than Armstrong and also has the longer reach. Call Armstrong Hurricane Hank, and he sure is. Ross won his welterweight crown from Jimmy McLarnin just 3 years before. Barney's one of the most popular fighters in the ring today. He's classy, he can hit, he always gives the fans a run for their money. The end of round 4. Now round 9. Armstrong packing plenty of action into this fight. He's like a windmill in a hurricane. Ross is almost helpless, hardly returning a punch. Now the champ's finding the range. Armstrong moves in again and takes over. The end of round 9, round 13. Now there's the old Barney Ross, peppering Armstrong with left jabs. But again, it was just for a moment. What do you do with a hurricane? How do you fight one? Barney's fought the toughest of fighters, but it looks like he's taking more punishment tonight than in any other fight. Maybe this is what he was thinking when he said no one would ever have to tell him he was through. He said all he had to do was take one bad beating. Maybe this is it. The end of round 13. Now the 15th and final round. Armstrong practically unmarked after 14 furious rounds. He's just as fast, throwing just as many punches as when the fight started. Barney lasting out through sheer courage. If this is his last fight, he wants to make his exit standing up. The end of the fight. And the end of a truly great champion. Henry Armstrong makes ring history. Becomes the first fighter to hold both welterweight and featherweight titles at the same time. June 10th, 1948. Rupert Stadium, Jersey City. Round 2 of this 15-round bout, Rocky Graziano, world's middleweight champion, meets Tony Zale, the former champion, in a 15-rounder for the title. This is their third meeting. Graziano with a white stripe on his trunks. Graziano has youth on his side. He's only 26. Zale is 34. Rocky's been installed the favorite, 2-1. When Zale was middleweight champion, Graziano made his first bid for the title. Zale knocked him out in 6 rounds. In a return match a year later, Rocky knocked Zale out and won the title. Now Zale gets another shot at his former crown. The end of round 2. Round 3. He's up. That's the count of 7. Now let's take a good look at Zale's terrific punching in slow motion. Zale hooking into the body to straighten Rocky up. Now watch Zale's favorite combination. A right to the body, left hook to the jaw. And that's all. Before the fight, Zale said he'd win in 3 rounds, and he sure called the shot. It's a big upset, though, so far as the fans and the experts are concerned. No one thought Tony had a chance of beating the younger, stronger, and more powerful Graziano. The crowd is just routine. A great comeback for Tony Zale. Once again, the middleweight champion of the world.
Pep, boxing beautifully, dazzles his man with his brilliant footwork. These moves show why Willie is called Willie the Wisp. Sadler still stalking his man. The referee is warning Sadler for holding and hitting. This round, a bad cut over Willie Pep's right eye is opened. Pep is scoring beautifully till cornered here. Willie seems to go down from a series of blows to the body rather than any one shot. In white. Sadler still shooting at the head. Watch Willie Pep's tricky footwork here. He's learned a lot of good judo tricks. Sadler still making the fight, pressing, doing mostly aim, and willing to take punches to get in. Pep loses this round for foul tactics, and look closely you can understand why. That was a warning for thumbing and heeling. goes Sadler almost when Pep hooks that leg around his right. There goes the referee. Big debate in Pep's corner, but he does come out for the round. Despite the warnings for tripping and thumbing, it still continues. Look at those open gloves and thumbs flying. Seems weaker in the clinches as a result of that barrage. Now there's frantic activity between Pep and his handlers in the corner, and there goes the doctor over to check. And now, very shortly, comes the announcement ending one of the roughest, the weirdest, and certainly the most controversial fight in ring history.
Willie Pep, unable to continue. The winner at the end of the 9th round, and still the featherweight champion of the world, Sandy Sadler.
Hi there, folks. This is Jim Stevenson taking you back to July 1952. July 28th, the night of the big fight, and here we are at Yankee Stadium along with 25,000 excited fight fans. It's the big moment for Rocky Marciano and Harry Kid Matthews. The winner of this fight will meet heavyweight champion Joe Walcott in September. And plenty of money and prestige is riding on the line tonight. At the weigh-in earlier in the day, Marciano tipped the scales at 187.5, the heaviest he's ever been in the ring. Matthews was 179, just 4 pounds over the light heavyweight limit. Referee Ray Miller gives the boys their instructions, and the big fight will begin in just a moment. Round 1, Rocky Marciano, sensational slugger from Brockton, Massachusetts, and Harry Kid Matthews, classy Seattle contender. 10 rounds here at Yankee Stadium, New York. Matthews in the dark trunks. Marciano's not the fancy boxer. He's a slugger, and he can hit with dynamite effect. Marciano's had 41 fights since entering the pro ranks in 1948. He's won them all, 36 by knockout. Matthews has it over Marciano on experience. The kid's been in the fight game for 14 years. He's had 105 bouts, winning 96 and scoring 62 knockouts. He's a classy boxer and fine counterpuncher. But Marciano is the top heavy favorite tonight, 11-5. Matthews showing much more speed than Marciano in his first round. The end of round one. Round two. Marciano in the white trunks. Matthews' strategy is to box Marciano, keep him at a distance, and when Rocky comes in, hold him and tie him up. Lightning fast left hooks. He's badly hurt. He can't make it. See Marciano's terrific punching power in slow motion in just a moment. Now let's take a closer look at the knockout and see the terrific power of Marciano's punching. Almost 2 minutes of the second round have gone, and Matthews is handling Marciano quite easily. Matthews is shifty and fast, and Marciano can't get to him for that one big punch. Marciano lunges with the left jab, then hooks, and hooks again, and Matthews is knocked to the canvas. He's badly hurt. His eyes are glassy. One careless moment. He dropped his right low. Marciano, quick as a flash, crashed through the opening. It's all over. Marciano helps Matthews to his feet. Rocky wants to be sure Matthews is all right. Yes, Matthews is okay. He's coming out of the fog now. Rocky Marciano, the winner by a clean knockout in 2 minutes, 4 seconds of the second round.
Ever wonder how Mother Nature can turn into a monster? Now, you can have your own personal copy of the most awesome forces of nature. You get a collection of the best scientific films ever assembled on tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, volcanoes, and earthquakes. You will learn from science what we now know about these monster forces of nature and what is being done to limit their awesome destructive power. You must call now, though, and ask for Monster Forces of Nature. This is a first-time TV offer, so you should call right away. We have come to fear what we do not understand about nature. Now you can get the best and most complete video ever assembled on the monster forces of nature and learn some of nature's fascinating secrets of power. Send check or money order for $19.95 to Easy Products, care of Monster Forces of Nature, P.O. Box 4459, Downey, California, 90241, or call 1-800-635-2299. That's 1-800-635-2299.